Most entrepreneurs believe they're building an audience on social media. In reality, they are renting one. You can spend years building a following, posting consistently, showing up, watching the follower count slowly grow. 10,000 followers, 20,000 followers, maybe more. Then one morning you wake up and try to log in. Your account's been flagged or hacked or removed. 10,000 followers gone in 1 second. No warning, no clear appeal process, no 800 number where a real human helps you get your audience back. Sometimes accounts are restored, and sometimes they're not. And that's the moment many business owners realize something uncomfortable. They never actually own their audience in the first place.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome back to the Launchpad podcast. This series is for women with decades of professional experience who are now building businesses of their own and want to do it with structure, strategy, and a community that gets you. Today, we're talking about ownership because if you're building your business entirely on social media, you're building it on borrowed land. Marketing platforms change constantly. Algorithms shift. Entire audiences migrate from one platform to another. What works today may not work 6 months from now. Email, however, has remained one of the most stable and profitable communication channels in marketing. Across multiple industry studies from organizations like Litmus and the Data Marketing Association, email marketing generates an average return of about $36 for every $1 spent. That number matters, especially for entrepreneurs and small businesses where every marketing dollar must work. ROI stands for return on investment, and it answers one question. For every dollar spent, how many dollars come back? If you spend $100 on marketing and generate $500 in revenue, your ROI is 5 to 1. Now compare that to paid advertising. Google ads typically generate somewhere between $2 and $8 in return for every $1 spent. Depending on the industry and the competitiveness of keywords, meta ads on platforms like Facebook and Instagram often generate somewhere between $2 and $5 per dollar spent, depending on targeting, creative quality, and audience behavior. Those channels can absolutely play an important role in your marketing strategy. They are powerful tools for awareness and discovery, but they come with a limitation. You are renting visibility. The moment you stop paying for ads, the traffic stops. The visibility disappears. But when someone joins your email list, that relationship belongs to you. Followers are not a business asset. An email list is. Many new entrepreneurs begin sending marketing emails from a personal Gmail account. It feels quick. It feels simple. It feels free. But it creates several serious problems immediately. First, there are legal compliance issues. Commercial email in the United States is regulated under the Can-Spam Act, a federal law that governs how businesses send marketing emails. The law requires businesses to clearly identify themselves, include a valid physical mailing address, and provide a working unsubscribe option in every commercial message. And violations are not small. As of current enforcement standards, fines can reach more than $50,000 per individual email that violates the law. That means if someone sends a bulk marketing email to 200 people that violates Can-Spam requirements, the potential penalties can escalate very quickly. Most small business owners, they're not intentionally trying to break the law. They simply do not realize that sending promotional emails from a personal inbox does not meet compliance requirements. Second, there are deliverability problems. Email providers monitor sending behavior carefully. When a personal Gmail account suddenly begins sending promotional messages to large numbers of recipients, those emails often trigger spam filters, which means your carefully written email may never even reach the recipient's inbox. And third, there is the issue of trust. When someone receives a promotional email from an unfamiliar Gmail address, the instinctive reaction is skepticism. Many recipients mark the message as spam without even opening it. Professional email service providers solve these problems immediately. And a platform like Constant Contact provides built in compliance tools, unsubscribe functionality, verified sending domains, list management, and the very important analytics. Analytics that show you exactly what's happening with your emails. Without analytics, you are guessing. With them, you are learning. Your email list is your most valuable marketing asset. Social media platforms are powerful tools for discovery, but they are not relationship infrastructure. And this is where many entrepreneurs unknowingly build their entire business on borrowed land. Instagram followers, LinkedIn followers, Facebook groups. You may have thousands of people watching your content, but you do not actually have direct access to those people. But the platform does, which means several uncomfortable things can happen. Your account might be flagged for violating a rule you did not know existed. Your page could be hacked. An algorithm could change suddenly, reducing your reach to a tiny fraction of your followers. And when that happens, there's no emergency hotline. Sometimes accounts are recovered and sometimes they're not, which means you may be forced to ask yourself a difficult question. If your social media account disappeared tomorrow, what audience would you actually have left? If your entire audience lives on a platform you do not control, you're not building a business, you're renting attention. One of the most helpful features of one email service provider, Constant Contact, is that they include landing page tools. That means you do not need a full website to begin building your audience. Landing pages allow you to offer something valuable: a guide, a webinar registration, a checklist, a newsletter sign up. When someone fills out the form, their contact information goes directly into your email platform. Your list begins growing immediately. And even more importantly, those contacts can be organized intentionally from the beginning. Landing pages connect directly to segmented lists, allowing you to track where someone entered your ecosystem and what they're interested in. This is where email begins to move beyond simple communication and becomes a strategic business tool. Social media introduces you to people. Email is where the real business relationship begins. Not everyone who joins your email list is ready to buy immediately. In fact, most people are not. Marketing becomes dramatically more effective when you understand that every potential customer is somewhere along a customer journey. Some people are cold. They're discovering you for the first time, and some are warm. They're opening your emails, reading your content, and beginning to understand your perspective. Some are hot and they understand the value you provide and are deciding whether your solution fits their needs. And some are ready to buy right now. Segmentation allows you to communicate differently with each group. Cold audiences need education. Warm audiences need deeper insight. Hot audiences need clear opportunities to take action. When your email platform allows you to segment your audience, your communication becomes more relevant, more personal, and far more effective. The entrepreneurs who built sustainable businesses make one powerful decision early. They stop renting their audience and they start owning it. They build email lists intentionally. They understand where their audience sits in the customer journey. They communicate differently with cold, warm, and hot prospects. Social media helps people discover you. Paid advertising can accelerate that discovery, but email is where relationships deepen, trust grows, and opportunities turn into revenue. The smartest entrepreneurs stop chasing followers and start building owned audiences because at the end of the day, follower counts can disappear overnight. Algorithms can change. Platforms can fail. But the audience you build and nurture through email is something you actually own. And in business, ownership is everything. If you're serious about building a real business, not just chasing followers, the next step is simple. You need a professional email platform. For entrepreneurs I work with, I consistently recommend Constant Contact because it solves several problems immediately. It keeps your email marketing compliant. It improves your deliverability so your emails actually reach inboxes. And it gives you the analytics you need to understand what your audience is responding to. It also allows you to create landing pages, build your list before you even have a website, and segment your audience so you can communicate with intention. If you've been relying on social media alone, this is the step that moves you from renting attention to owning your audience. You can start a free trial using the link in my bio or in the description. And in the next episode, we're going to talk about something every entrepreneur runs into, usually sooner than they expect, when the universe says, not yet. What that actually means, what it does not mean, and how to keep building momentum when the results are not showing up on your timeline. I'm Suzette, founder of Innovate Launch. And for my new listeners, welcome. For my VIP community, I see you, I support you, and I want you to be successful. I'll see you on the inside. Take care.